Bonjour et bienvenue sur Speak French avec moi. Je suis Séverine, votre professeur de français. Hi and welcome to Speak French avec moi. I am Séverine and I am your French coach. Today, how about learning how to say often, never, once, sometimes, and many more in French? We call them adverbs of frequency, so we're going to learn how to express frequency with adverbs and expressions. And of course, go on the website speakfrenchavecmoi.com to follow the transcript or to download the cheat sheet. You will also find more practice. You don't need to sign up for any of this. Comment ça va tout le monde? Moi, je vais bien. How is everybody? I am good. Hope you keep learning French. Now is a good time to catch up. Make sure to listen to the episodes that I've published so far. I think I have now more than 70. And of course, go on YouTube, listen to other podcasts. The more you practice, the more you listen, and the better you'll get. And also, as usual, feel free to subscribe. And if you're a subscriber, feel free to share with your friends and to leave comments and rating to help other listeners to find about my podcast. Are you ready to speak French? I'll be right back after this short break. Alors, pour commencer, so to start, I'm gonna go from the more frequent, so from always to never, right? So I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna start with toujours. Toujours mean always. Toujours. Tout le temps, all the time. So 3 words, but really what you want to pronounce is tout le temps. Do you hear the difference? Tout le temps. And if you go and look at the transcript, you would see that temps is spelled temps. You do not say temps, you say temps. Tout le temps. Tout le temps. All the time. Fréquemment. Fréquemment. Frequently. Alors faster. Fréquemment. Fréquemment. Again, when you look at a transcript, you would see that it's spelled Q-U-E. We don't say fréquemment ou fréquemment. Fréquemment. Fréquemment, frequently. This fr sound is hard, so you need to practice. Fr. Fréquemment. Souvent. Often or often, I still don't know how I should pronounce it, so I'll say both. Often or often. Souvent. The good thing that in French, it's only one pronunciation. That pronunciation is souvent. Souvent. Again, the spelling is V-E-N-T. At the end, you don't say vent. You don't say souvent. Souvent. Often or often. Régulièrement. That's a hard one to pronounce, so let's do it together slowly. Régulièrement. Régulièrement. Guess it's on a regular basis, right? Or regularly, but usually I am used to hear on a regular basis where I live. Let's try again. Régulièrement. Régulièrement. I know it's hard, so you want to start very slow and then pick up speed. You will notice that it's spelled R-E-M-E-N-T. I do not say régulièrement. It is a little strange these days to pronounce it like this. It's more of a pronunciation that used to be. These days, it's régulièrement. Tous les jours, every day. Tous les jours. Tous les jours. Alors, if you look at the transcript, the translation will be all the days. It doesn't mean all the days, it means every day. Tous les jours. Tous les jours. And please do not say tous. It's tous les and jours, not jours. Tous les jours. Every day. Quotidiennement. Quotidiennement. Can you guess that one? Quotidiennement. Daily. You heard it? I say it real speed. Quotidiennement. Let's try it together. Quotidien and then ment. Quotidiennement. Quotidiennement. Daily. Quelquefois. Sometimes. Quelquefois. It's really the same translation. Fois means times and quelque some. So sometimes, quelquefois. You will notice that the spelling is Q-U-E-L at the beginning. You don't say quelquefois or, have some pronunciation. It's quelquefois. 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 Great, you're doing great. De temps en temps. Let's try again. De temps en temps. Do you hear that Z sound? De temps en temps. De temps en temps is actually spelled with 4 words. It's from times to times in English, and from times to times has 4 words too. So in French, you're going to link it. De temps en temps. Again, the word temps is spelled T-M-P-S. You don't pronounce temps. You say temps. De temps en temps. From times to times. Parfois. 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 Occasionally. Par, so it's not par, it's par. Okay, the A sound in French is high pitch. It's almost like the A in papa or rat, right? So A, parfois, and then the wa from what? Parfois. Occasionally, you don't want to say parfois, okay? I know sometimes you come across words and you want to apply the pronunciation from your language. And I'm sorry, I only compare with English because I know English better than Spanish, but do not apply the rules of your language in different language. Each language has its own rules. So, OI in French makes the sound wa. Parfois means occasionally. Rarement. Rarement. I know that R sound, and again, if you've not done so, go back to the episode that I have published on practicing the R sound. Ra, okay? Rarement, rarely. Rarement. So here you have choice. Either you learn how to pronounce it, or you never do anything rarely because you don't know how to say it in French, so you might want to learn how to pronounce it. Rarement. Now we're going to get to never and hardly never in French. There is a main difference between French and English here. What is the difference? In English, when I say I never eat, I have to say I never eat liver, right? I mean, if you eat liver, don't take it personally, but I do not. You notice that I don't use a negation. I don't say I don't eat never liver. That would be broken grammar. But in French, actually, you do have to use a negation. It means that whenever you're going to use jamais ou presque jamais, you have to use ne in your sentence before. If it's just an answer, right, and you understand, you don't have to say ne presque jamais. What I'm trying to explain, if someone asks you and you want to make one word sentence, then you would say presque jamais for hardly never, presque jamais, hardly never, presque jamais. It's not easy to say. Again, the QUE is a Q sound, presque jamais. And if you want to say or state never as a single word, it's jamais. Jamais. When you see the spelling of jamais, you would say Jamais. Please do not come with James or James. It's, again, a spelling. This spelling is a French spelling, and the sound it produces is jamais. If you're going to use ne presque jamais et ne jamais in a sentence, then you have to make sure to use your ne. And by now, I hope you know how to make a few French sentences so you can practice. So let's remember, presque jamais, hardly never, jamais, never. So these are adverbs of frequencies, right? Now let's talk about what if you want to say usually, something that you say, oh, usually, right? So the word usually in French is d'habitude. 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 To make the U sound, you go from E and then you bring your lips together, you don't move your tongue. EU. D'habitude. You would see that the spelling is D apostrophe HABITUD. These words are often very confusing for foreign speakers because you see a D, you see an apostrophe, and you see a H, so you think that you have to stop. In French, H is silent, so you don't pronounce it. And then whenever you see an apostrophe in front of an A or E or O or U or H, it makes one sound, one syllable with the consonant that comes before. I hope I didn't lose you here. What I'm trying to say is when you see D apostrophe H-A, you pronounce da. D'habitude, usually. Now, how would you say once or twice? You know, if you want to say once pair or twice pair, or just once, une fois. Une fois is once, une fois. Not une, not fois, together. Une fois. If you need to say twice, deux fois. Once, une fois, twice, deux fois. If you need to go over, then it's just like English. You're going to say trois fois for 3 times, quatre fois for 4 times, right? So we don't have once or twice. We say une fois, deux fois. If you need to say per day, une fois par jour. If it's once a week, une fois par semaine. Voila, we've studied all these expressions together and I'm going to go over them one more time. So take a few seconds to study with me and to repeat. Toujours, tout le temps, fréquemment, souvent, régulièrement, tous les jours, quotidiennement, quelquefois, de temps en temps, parfois, rarement, presque jamais, jamais, d'habitude, une fois, deux fois. Voilà, c'est la fin de cet épisode. Give yourself a big applause. You made it till the end. You're a great student. As usual, go back to the website. Make sure to practice during the week so you can remember all these new words. You can do it. I know you're a terrific person because you've been listening to the podcast and also because you made it to the end of the episode. Again, if you have not subscribed, please, feel free to subscribe even if you listen on Spotify, on podcast, and of course all the other platforms out there, Audible, Amazon, Podbean. I know a lot of you use other platforms. Merci, à bientôt, au revoir.